Alright, this is part 4 in the video series of acrylic painting techniques and strategies. This part is about glazing and blending after the paint has already been dried once. So even if you aren't successful at blending the first time or as you block in, or if you find it easier to work layer by layer and just want to block in one layer at a time, you can always go back and add glaze and add blended highlights and shadows later. You can also paint an entire underpainting with neutral tones to set up value scales, and then add layers of transparent colors with a similar strategy at the end, which is what is typically thought of as glazing. Anyway, in this case, I'm going to be using glazing liquid to create a clear, wet base on the surface that has already been blocked and again is dried once already. That way I can add small amounts of lighter or darker tones and blend them in gradually because the surface will be wet, so I'll be working wet on wet, just like I would have been if I were blending as I was blocking. Start out by using some glazing liquid. I'm going to use the satin one, that way it won't be shiny when I finish. So I'm going to start out by just filling the entire space. The background I want to add a gradual highlight to the top, just like on my other version that I made. So I'm starting out by just filling that space with glazing liquid. Now that it's wet, I can add a little bit of white paint to that. I can actually blend that white paint down into that glazing liquid while gradually still blending back into just black. And if it's not quite bright enough, I can add more. And as it gets down into the other areas, it gets darker again.